The next Icarus Beta weekend is about to go live, so I just wanted to give you guys some quick tips to help you get to the desert biome easier and increase your chances of survival once you're there. So let's get to it.
Player 2 has entered the game.
What is up, future prospectors? I am Player 2, and if quick guides and updates on the Icarus Beta butters your biscuit, consider subscribing to not miss a thing. And come by the live stream. We play every beta weekend and do several Icarus key giveaways. Links are going to be in the description below. So the first thing that you want to do is harvest all of the palm-like foliage that you come across in the desert biome. You'll notice that you don't just gain fiber and sticks like you do from the flora on the floor in the forest biome. Wow, that was a mouthful. You'll also gain tree sap. Tree sap's an integral material from tier 2 of your tech tree on up. It's most importantly used in epoxy, which you're going to need a lot of to make higher end gear later on. Now, to get to the desert biome, just as we found the Arctic biome to the north, I found the desert to the southwest of the map to be more specific. But you can't just walk into the desert and expect to survive. You should be prepared for more heat than you've dealt with in the last few weekends. We already know that the temperatures can range from anywhere around 41 degrees Celsius to 55 degrees Celsius, which for those of you that don't read that way, it's going to be 106 to 131 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty damn hot. So to survive in that kind of heat, you will definitely need to bring a few things. The first and foremost is at very least a water bladder or a canteen. If you want to travel to the desert this beta weekend, make sure to unlock at least your water bladder from the tech tree. You should expect water to be scarce, so it would be the best to bring probably a couple containers of water so that you have plenty of time to explore without having to head back to refill. Next, consider unlocking and bringing the materials needed to build a water reservoir. This will collect rainwater that you can use to fill your containers. Try building one while you're in the desert biome. No one's been able to test whether or not we're going to be able to fill up any water in the desert yet. So if it is, you're going to have an infinite supply of water where there isn't any. It's also not clear as to whether there are oxide deposits or how often you're going to find them. So same as with the water, make sure you craft oxide bladders at the crafting table and fill them up at your oxidizer. You should really be doing this regardless, as it's a much more efficient way to feed your oxygen to your O2 tank. Now you are almost ready to survive in the desert, but there is another thing that you should never venture very far without, and that is giving just a gentle tap to that like button. If you've enjoyed this video so far, if you honestly have, move that thumb effortlessly up just a couple inches and caress that thumbs up. You don't need to smash it. It just helps my video get ranked higher so that when you type in Icarus in the search, you don't see the same 100,000 subscriber YouTubers showing off their basic gameplay of Icarus for the 50th time. But for serious, what I was actually going to talk about next is buffs. You must use buffs. In this case, it's even more imperative because of the perks that some of the buffs provide. The four major ones that are the easiest to maintain are with being well rested. This is achieved by sleeping in a bed. You can carry a bedroll anywhere, and they're unlocked in the first tier of your tech tree. Just sleep, and when you wake up, you're going to have bonuses to health, stamina, and food consumption, but most importantly, water consumption, meaning that you will require a little less water to keep you going. The next buff is from cooked meat, which you can obtain from killing any animal and then roasting it over a fire. This will provide you with health and stamina perks. You also get a separate meat buff from cooked fish. This gives you an additional perk to your health and your stamina. Lastly, you will want to eat some berries. This will further increase your health and stamina, and you don't know what kind of enemies you're going to encounter in the desert, so you'll want to have as much health and stamina as possible. And all these are easy to obtain in the forest biome where you drop in at. And you can store plenty of each of them in your inventory so that you can maintain the buffs throughout your journey. And there's actually a fifth buff you can apply if you cook some bread. But this will require you to have unlocked and created the fireplace and also to have found some wheat. Bread is the best buff in the game right now, increasing your health and stamina by the most of any other, and giving you a boost to experience gain, helping you get to that higher tier crafting and gear even faster. Now, if you follow these tips this beta weekend, you're going to be off to a strong start. But did I miss anything? Are there any other tips you guys would recommend? Let us know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.